Last time on Vintage Story, we harvested our skeps and turned the honeycomb into wax and used the wax to make a ton of lanterns and fight back the darkness. Then we set up a giant cattail farm and a regular farm right next to our base for ease of access. Then we made an insanely detailed pick kiln and obtained a map that leads us to the archives, and that leaves us here. Welcome back! Good to see you again. Let's get started. So today we have some big plans, and the biggest one is that we're going down here to get this hematite. And if we do that, then we can finally get into the Iron Age, and I think that is very doable. We also got the Resonance Archive map, so it's insanely possible that we go and do that today. Also, a lot of you noticed that I put my lantern down here. That was intentional, by the way. I was trying to light up this corner because it gets a little bit darker than I'd like, and I really want another one of these just to throw back here, but we need to go hunt down some more ruins to do just that. Either way, I still got some ladders, and we have poor hematite over here, and I think if we dig straight down over there, then we should be able to get some iron. I doubt it's gonna be that easy, but we're gonna try. Oh, yeah, I should probably bring another pickaxe. So hold on 1 second. Luckily, we have one pre-made, and we'll grab a stick on the way there. Probably just grab one right here. Yep. Okay, perfect. So let's make that, and we should be ready. So let's head over there right now, and we're gonna try our luck. By the way, there's even more red clay right behind my base. This is amazing to see. And I do see a goat. Do I kill him? There's another one there. Yeah, I think there's a bunch of goats by my base, and I really need their hides so we can start making some fur clothes. So we're gonna start hunting him down right now. Come here, buddy. Oh, he's leading me to his goat friends. Die. Okay, we got him once. Don't let up the chase. Oh, there's even more. This could be good for us if they don't join in. Wow, he's so fast. I wish I had my bow. We're gonna have to make one very soon. Crap, he's a goat. He's gonna start climbing. Goats are good at climbing. Come on. I think we got him. Any hide for us, sir? Oh, yeah, we got two. And some fat. Very nice. And the bones hurt me. Whatever. Let me go find his friends real quick. I think it's like 5 of these hides per. So I definitely didn't have enough before. But we could get enough if I can actually get these guys. Come on. Okay, he's gonna start attacking back. And he's dead. Okay, do you have any? He sure did. Absolutely perfect. Now, there was another one over here as well. I see some bunnies. I don't see the goat. Yeah, I'm not sure where he ran off to, but I'm sure we'll see him again some other day. Ooh, spelt. Don't mind if I do. Oh, there's a deer. So I did update to the next update as well, by the way, and I think deer is supposed to be way more common. I'm not going to get him, but I can get this goat. Wow, he's so fast. We need him to run into something. Come on, get caught up on something. We're so close. He's trying to lose me through the trees. Oh, God, he's down there. And we never saw him again. Okay, anyway, we're going to turn those hides into oiled up hides. I can only do 2 of them, but I have some more fat at the base, so it's fine. And right now it is September 2nd. It's still not cold out, but very soon it should be. Within the next month or 2, it's going to start to get really cold, and we're going to be ready for it. Oh, 2 more goats. And they're getting stuck. There's a chance we could get them. Yes, fall down here with me, dude. We lost him in the bushes. Where'd he go? There he is. We can get him. Nope, we can get him. Come on, one more hit. Why isn't he taking fall damage? We can do it. He's in the leaves, dude. This is so difficult. Come on. We got him. Okay, let's loot. And some more hides, but no fat. I would really like some fat, please. See, who said you needed a bow for hunting? It was probably me, to be honest. I still agree with myself. But we're managing, and that's what matters. Oh, God! That's a shiver. No, thank you. Just keep going. Oh, yeah, he's right behind me. Just keep running. Just keep swimming. I think he's gone. And we're pretty close to the iron. By the way, sandstone. I forgot that this desert biome was over here. Perhaps I could bring some home and then we could start using that on our base. However, it's not exactly what I wanted, but it's better than nothing. So we're just gonna keep this in mind. I might be coming back for it. Ooh, some flint. Don't mind if I do. We're gonna need that today. And this is exactly where the iron was. With a little bit of flax. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, you can see where I prospected. One right there, there, and there. So let's start digging down. Oh, flint. Okay, this is actually awesome. I found out that it was extremely worth it to start mining flint. I always figured that there wasn't much of a reason to, but on my old world where I was doing a ton of terraforming, I found out that it was insanely worth it. And I got so much flint out of it. So yeah, I'm very happy to be picking it up like this. And we're already up to 29. So yeah, I'd say it's worth it. But anyway, I'm gonna keep digging down and hopefully we hit iron. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See, I'm not that far down, but there certainly was iron here. So real quick, let's ladder up. It's also gonna get a bit dark soon, so that's worrying me. But I think we should be fine. We might just have to run back in the darkness. We shall see. Oh, there was more flint. Okay, we're gonna grab that as well. Because with that iron, we should also be able to get the beehive kiln up. And that's one of the things that I'm prioritizing right now. But that means that oh, that's not flint. That's zinc. Okay, so yeah, what I said still stands. However, this is zinc. And this is what I needed to make the bismuth bronze. I'm actually gonna leave it here. I did grab some. My inventory is so full. I can throw some granite behind. I don't think I'll need that anymore, but that is cool to have. Well, we're going into the Iron Age, okay? Not like we need bronze anymore. There's also quartz here. I was kind of hyped for a second because I thought it was borax and that would have been amazing. Because right now, all that we need is borax and bauxite, and then we can just hop into the Steel Age. Again, I'm not going to be rushing it. This obviously was super simple to get, and there was no reason not to. But for steel and stuff, I'm not going to worry too much about it. It'll be cool once we get it, but there's a lot of stuff that we still need to get done that has a bigger priority, as iron will hold us over for quite a while anyway. Anyway, let's scoop all this up, and then we can bring it back to the base and officially be an Iron Age. Oh yeah, we need to make a bronze anvil. I have the tin, I just need to grab some copper. So yeah, we're going to be doing that as soon as we can. Okay, so I think we're going to call that here. We almost have a full stack, and we have so much iron to work with, and there's so much more for us to get. But it is becoming extremely late, and yeah, the sun is definitely coming down. So we need to make it back to the house. And once we need some more, we'll be back. But 2,400 units is going to last us quite a while. There's no reason for me to risk it for more. So anyway, let's run back home. We're almost back. Oh, flint. Right outside my base. How do I keep missing these things? But we did it. Let's head inside. I'd say that trip was a big success. And we're just going to go to bed real quick. And we'll deal with that in the morning. So see you then. And we're up. Oh, I should have put away the meat. Whoops, my bad. Well, I have to make some pies today. But let's put that away. And both of these have about 3 days, so we have 28 meat to work with. I had 1 extra fat here. So we're going to go ahead and make 2 more and store that away. We have 17 days to get that oiled up as well. We have this right here, which is curing. So that's another 3. And that's about it for now. Hey, so I realized I wasn't recording and I'm sorry. All I did is I set up the iron over there. I threw down some bloomeries and then I decided to go get some copper because we need to make a copper anvil. And I figured I'd give this spot right here a 3rd try because if you remember, we didn't find anything. And I brought some ladders and I'm digging straight down from where we first started. And we're down about 70 blocks or so. And yeah, I didn't find anything. And I guess OBS wasn't open, so it actually did nothing. And yeah, I apologize. But yeah, I went back here and I found nothing. I think I went far enough down. And I got a report that it was completely useless. And also, I'm kind of stuck. I need to get up there. I ran out of ladders. I had 3 blocks. I guess I'm digging my way out of here. Hey, this will give me another chance to find this copper. And we made it back to our original staircase. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this place, but from what I can tell, there is no copper, and I guess we'll never find any there. Either way, let's go back to the base real quick so I can show you the bloomeries. You guys only missed about 5 minutes, so we didn't get that far. Looks like our honey's ready to be harvested again, and same thing with our cattails. Wonder how our farm's doing. We'll check on that in a second. But up here, you can see that we have this cooking, and in 7 hours we'll have iron. We got 3 going. And this one had 116. So if I can get 4 more nuggets, we can get a 4th one up. The farm is definitely going. Yep, these are heat stunted. Some of them are even done. But we'll give it a bit more time. And a lot of this still has a lot of time to go. So anyway, we're going to go over there because I think we have some copper marked down. And we just need enough for an anvil. Then we will officially be in the Iron Age. We're so close. Well, yeah, there should be 2 things of copper over here. One right here. Yep, here's a whole bunch of copper. So we'll start digging right here. And we found quartz. Not quite what I was expecting. Maybe it's under the quartz. Oh, here it is. Okay, perfect. So we need about 900 units. That shouldn't be too difficult. That's like 1 or 2 veins. And I do believe that to be it. We got 420. Ooh, a temporal storm is approaching. Okay, very interesting. Well, we better get this done soon. We're just gonna head over to the other one that's over here. Wait, there's some copper right here. But I also marked it down for like right here. Yeah, there is some. So I guess we're gonna go for this one first. And there it is. Okay, easy enough. Let's just grab all of it real quick. And I think that was it. So that was another 600 units. I think we only needed about 900. And other than lanterns, I think that's all that we might need. Let me out of here. Okay, there we go. We gotta get it all smelted up. So back to the house. Oh, there's a goat. Let's get him. I need your fat. I also need the hides. It'd be cool if you gave me both, dude. I'm coming for you. Gone once. There's another goat. Go for this one first. I want those turnips. He's gonna get stuck right here. This is where we catch up. No. No. Okay, got him again. No. Come on. Got him. What do we get? And we did not get fat, but we got hide. That's also very nice. But let's go for this one. Yeah, I'm not catching him until he gets up to that mountain right there. Yep, the road is ended. No. No, don't run away from me. He's actually scaling this mountain right now. Dude, chill out. Just, I need your fat. Oh, he's still alive. He's coming back. Come on, come on. I just need like one hit. Nope, we need one more hit. Come on, come on. I can do it. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh my God, he's a magician. I will get you. I need a bow so bad. I'm gonna look into making one once we get back. How is he still alive? He took so much fall damage, but he's dead. Any fat? Yay, we got one piece of fat. Let's go. It was all worth it. So we're gonna make 2 oiled hides. Okay, we're only getting one more and then I'm going back. Then all the rest of my hunting from now on is gonna be with a bow, I swear. I should have been a hunter. Come here. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I much more enjoyed the hunter for hunting, I'm not gonna lie. But we did get fat, so let's oil those up. I gotta start turning this food into actual food. I think we're just gonna make a bunch more pies. Now, some of you did say that I could put pies on shelves. I swear that wasn't a thing before, so that might have been part of the update, but I'm not entirely sure, but we'll try it out. Anyway, back to the base. The storm's gotta be coming anytime now. Oh yeah, don't I gotta make a new anvil mold? I think I might just have to do that. Oh, I'm starving. Not great. I should have some bread in the basement. Okay, I do. We have plenty. So let's put the food in there. We got 45 to work with in the morning. We'll do that after the storm, because we're going to have to do some pit killing. Let's put the hide away. So now we have a total of 11. I might even have some upstairs, but I doubt it. Either way, we're doing good. Also, I got to get some more flint cooking. So we're just going to throw a whole bunch into there. I also think I have more elsewhere. So let's get that lit. There we go. I need to take some of that coal back. I think it's like a 1-to-1 ratio if I'm correct. So we'll just leave 40 in there. And hopefully I can get an anvil mold up. I'd like to get this in before the storm shows up. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to try to quickly do this. Okay, there we go. Let's pick it up. I have grass. I have firewood. And we're going to need some more sticks. I forgot I can't jump out of there. But the sun is going down. This is going to be our first pit kill in here. Let's do this. I have 4 sticks. I think we need like 6. Yeah. Quickly to the nearest trees. Are these the ones that I planted? It might be, but we're going to cut it down. Okay, that should be enough sticks. Let's place. Then firewood. Then light. Okay, there we go. So, that'll be done in the morning. Then we'll get the smithy up and going and try to fill that. And I do think our iron's already done as well. So yeah, we should have 18 iron ingots in here. However, we don't have the health hammers, so they aren't guaranteed ingots. But I'm sure that we'll get plenty. It's a bit early, but I'm gonna go to bed. When we wake up, the storm should be here. So I'll see you then. It's here! Okay, so let's go downstairs. Close the doors behind me. Get the falcons out. And I'm just gonna sit in the corner until it's done. By the way, some of you had some really good suggestions, like enabling the setting that lets me sleep through the storms, and we might even do that. But I haven't done it yet, so we're just gonna live with this one. So anyway, I'll see if something cool happens, and if not, I'll see you at the end. So be right back. Oh, the storm seems to be waning, and we didn't even get a single thing here today. Hey, it made it that much more chill, you know? Were the storms supposed to be chill? I'm not entirely sure about that one. Anyway, it's over. So let's go check out the upstairs. Is anybody here? Seems like it's safe inside. Anybody up there? Just the bird. Sorry, he was keeping watch over here. Let's see, can I go back to bed? I sure can. So I'll see you guys in the morning. And we're up. And we got a guy out here. Let's get him. He's throwing rocks at me. How dare you? Okay, he's dead. Might as well loot you, buddy. And he had nothing. Got another one here as well. Stop throwing rocks at me. Oh, I needed one of those. That was the first one I've ever found. While I really want to put that here, I plan on going to the archive soon. So I feel like it would be best to keep this on me and then use it over there. However, that could create problems in the future. But I think I should find some more over there. And then I can bring them back here and then use one here to replace it. So I'm going to put this away. But either way, the storm is done. And we got a boat torn. Hold on. Zigzag. He doesn't know how to shoot me. Yes. Come on, buddy. Get over here. You gotta get out of here, dude. Okay, he's dead. And let's loot. Got a flax and another bow and arrow. Very cool. So our pick kiln is still going. It's got about 5 hours. Either way, I think we can still get the copper to go. Oh yeah, I still have some more tin bronze in there. So we gotta heat that up first. So yeah, we're gonna make 2 more ingots. I'll find a reason to use them later on. Maybe they'll just be turned into more lanterns later on. Either way, let's drop some more coal in. We're gonna have to make some more pretty soon. But it should be enough for now. Okay, that's going. That shouldn't take too long to heat up. By the way, I keep hearing the foxes over here, so I want to go check on them. I'm completely surprised that they haven't despawned yet. Yeah, see, they're still down there. All 4 of them. See, why are they still here? Yet if I put a chicken down here, it would definitely despawn. Oh. I just heard a real wolf. Yeah, that was no fox. No mistaking that one. Can I see him from up here? I don't see any wolves, but I know he's out there. Anyway, back to the base. Actually, first we're gonna pick up all this coal. I was just talking about needing more, so I might as well pick it up. And there we go. Back up to 103, let's go. And I'll even just fill this up because we'll never use it again. Oh, I should probably take this with me. And can I just break that and get the mold? I can. Okay, perfect. That's another mold that we get to use. Let's go. So we'll just drop that down inside. That is a horrible place, but I'm running out of space in here. And it does seem like our crucible's ready. So let's just pour 2 ingots. There's 1. And there's 2. Now let's get the copper in there going. And in a little bit, that should be done. And we can just throw that into our anvil, which hopefully finishes before that does, as it's got about 3.5 hours. So it's a race against time. So I was talking about bows, and I don't think I can go for this one yet because it does require leather, and we're pretty far away from leather. I might be able to build this simple bow. I thought that was like a hunter exclusive, but hey, we're gonna try it out because that would be really cool. Got a whole bunch of flax here. I needed 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and we gotta go get some sticks. So let's just break some more bushes. Okay, there we go. So if I'm correct, it was like this. And there we go, simple bow. Oh, that's what I might do with the bronze. Because I have a bunch of ingots that we shouldn't need. I'll just turn that all into arrows. And that should last me quite a bit. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And this bow is basically only going to be for hunting. And I think it should make it a lot easier on me. So anyway, I'm going to wait for these to finish. That's not even halfway done. And this still has about 2.5 hours. So I think they're going to finish around the same time. So I'm just going to chill out until it's ready. And I'll see you then. Okay, so I changed my mind. While we're waiting, I'm actually going to collect these bees. I forgot I needed to do that, and this seems like the perfect time to do that. We got bees. I got the torch out. By the way, the bees will still hit you. I know that I was one of the reasons why that spread, and I was wrong. I was told that, and I just kind of went with it. And apparently the reason why I wasn't getting attacked was because I actually had leather armor, and it wasn't actually damaging me because of that. But yeah, as you can see, bees can still attack you when you have torches out. And I'd like to officially say my bad. I was not aware, but yeah, the more we know. Anyway, I gotta get away from those guys. So yeah, place down dummies, unlike me, because I forgot for a second time. Look at him, he's still coming for me. No? You just gonna go by? Nope, nope, he's still coming for me. What if I go near the actual fire? Can I kill bees? Is that a thing? He's coming. Come on, go through it. Did he take damage? I feel like he took damage. Come on, do it again. I dare you. No, he's definitely not taking damage. They should allow you to kill bees with fire. That would be so cool. Maybe one day. But anyway, we got 33 more combs. And our crucible is in fact done, but our mold isn't. It still has a little bit. So we'll just keep this going until then. We're only wasting a couple coals. It's not that big of a deal. Luckily, these fences also double as a sweet chair. So we're just going to sit here from safety. And we'll just watch the pig kilns from here. It should be done any minute now. Oh, I think the mold is done. All right, let's head on over. And it sure is. So let's pick it up. I'm glad that you don't have to wait a while for it to cool down. I'm really surprised they didn't add that in. We're just gonna place it here. This is getting really bad, but whatever. Let's get this out of there. We'll take the 1 charcoal and let's fill it up. There we go. I guess we'll fill up another ingot and I should be able to fill up like part of one. Yep, there was 50. There we go. Once this is done, we should be able to get our iron up and going. Anyway, let's put this back in there. Very nice. So, I have some bad news. I just got done editing the last part, and I noticed I actually made a copper anvil. Not what we needed. We already had one. So this isn't gonna help us one bit. It's fine. We can take a chisel to this and we'll get some ingots out of it. So it's not like it was a complete waste. However, it was a bit of a waste of time. We just gotta go get some more copper. Then we can make ourselves a bronze one and we'll be fine. Luckily, there was some more copper over here that I passed up. So we're gonna go collect that real quick. If I'm correct, it was right over here. I didn't even mark it. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's dig down. And here it is. So let's scoop it all up real quick. I doubt it's going to be enough, but it'll be some. And it can get us started. And I think that was everything. Let me check behind this wall. Okay, there was more. But I guess that is everything. Oh, no, we got another one. Okay, that must be everything. That was 480 units. So we're still going to have to go find more. But that's fine. We'll just go have a quick walk around. Okay, we already found some sick. So let's start digging down. And there we go. That should be more than enough to get this up and going. I'm also gonna have to make a new anvil mold. That's a bit unfortunate, but we'll get by. We'll start that up tonight, and we should be able to get this done by tomorrow. But there we go. I think that was everything. And that was another 560. So we do in fact have enough. So let's get out of here, and we're gonna head back home. Okay, we're back. And I'm just gonna get another anvil mold up and going. So give me a second, and we'll get this thing up and going. There we go. Let's pick it up and we'll drop it down. We need a little bit of grass. Then we need like 10 sticks. There we go. We got 12. Hopefully that should be enough. Let's drop them in. Let's get these down. Let's light. And there we go. So yeah, in the morning we'll have that again. Or actually, it'll be kind of nighttime tomorrow, but that's fine. Either way, they'll be ready for tomorrow. And I gotta go quickly get some food. Luckily, we have some bread left over. So let's eat. And I figure for tonight, I'm gonna make this all into food. I could make it into pies, but I'm gonna turn it into some stews. So this is what I'm gonna be making here. Should be simple enough. That should be pretty hearty. And we'll start to fill up some of these and work on getting some winter food ready. We have tons of bread and that will definitely last me. While having some backup stew should be pretty nice. So I'm gonna be cooking some food until morning and I'll see you then. And welcome back. So I have been doing a lot of cooking here and I made a ton of bread. However, look at the shelf. This used to be full. Now we have a ton of food down here. This is officially our winter prep, and it should last us quite a while, I hope. They're all sealed up with wax, so I didn't have to waste any fat whatsoever, and I made a ton of bread as well. However, that's not winter prep. That's just for eating regularly. But we need to go back upstairs and go by the portal over here because our anvil just finished. So let's grab that, and we're going to bring it back inside. I'm also just going to grab this right here. I don't have to use that outside. I do have a fireplace inside and it's going to be safer. So we're just going to drop this down. We're also going to break this. Can I stack it on that one? No. Can I put it up there? I can. Why would I? I don't know, but I did. So anyway, we're going to put that in there. And this time we're actually going to make some bronze. There we go. Exactly 1,200 units. I don't need that much, but we're going to make it. So let's throw a whole bunch of coal in here and we'll get it lit. And I know for a fact that this one is officially bronze. I'm not going to screw up again, I swear. And as soon as it's done, we should be able to get some iron up and going. The plan is to at least get one set of tools. Of course, a new Falx blade for us. And I think we can even make that other sword, can't we? Hold on, I've never had to make one, but yeah, we get a blackguard short sword, which requires iron. And I think that's pretty easy to make as well. So I think that's what we're going to make instead of the Falx. And we're going to need a fire brick kiln door, which requires a bunch of iron rods, some nails and strips. And we need 3 of these as well. I hope I have enough iron because that is what we're going to be going for today. If I can get all that made, then we can finally get a beehive kiln out here. I'll probably place it like right here. And that would make early games so much easier, not have to worry about getting a ton of grass and sticks and stuff. So that's the plan. I've never had one this early, and I'm going to be very grateful that I am. So anyway, I gotta let this cook for a bit. And I'm actually going to go back to making some bread, which means I need to grind up some more flour. I have a bunch more rye, so that'll do. Also, I should probably go look at our farm. I think the turnips at least are done. Carrots are very close to being done. The flax isn't, but the turnips are, and nothing else is. So yeah, let's pick up all the turnips. I don't think I'm going to make it into stew anytime soon. I need to make a bunch more crocks, which I'll probably spend a night doing sometime soon. But there we go, another 95 turnips. And we got 30 seeds out of that. But I don't think I'm planting anything more this year, as it's going to get cold. And if I plan on doing anything else, I think we need a greenhouse. Which I could do this year, however, we're pretty good on food. And I'm not sure I'm going to make one, but we'll see. Anyway, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to sit here and just quern up some of this grain. That way we can start to get some more bread up. Okay, so we've gotten a bunch of flour, and I'll get back to that. But I think our bronze should be done. And it sure is. So let's equip the tongs, we'll take the crucible, and we're just gonna pour it into the anvil mold. There we go. Yeah, there's some dudes outside. I still need to pour a couple molds. So let's try to do our best. I don't want to waste any of this. Oh god, he's coming. Oh god, I am hurting him like that though. I need to kill him. Get out of here. This is my blacksmithy, not yours. But there we go. We finished it up. We'll grab the coal, and now we just gotta let this wait. So what I'm gonna do for tonight is I'm not gonna sleep again, and I'm gonna be making a whole bunch more bread. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit, and then hopefully we can start to get some iron up and going. And welcome back! So I spent more time on this than I planned to, but look at all the bread. That'll last me like 2 days. Plus we got all this, so I'm doing pretty good on food for now. And the anvil is done. So we're actually just going to crack it open now, and I shall move this one right here and place it down. I messed that up, very cool. I said place it down. I'm going to move one of these back out here. I think I had it right here where these molds are. So we'll put it there. And I'll place the molds like that. We do need our chisel. I'm going to pick this one up, and I should be able to break it down for some ingots. Yeah, there we go, we got 8. So we wasted about a single ingot, but I'm not all that worried. And now we got 12 extras, so I could turn those into 6 more lanterns, which I might just do later on. But for now, let's pick up all of our iron. That should be about 18. It sure was. And the way that we get that to be workable is we put some coal in there, we drop it down, we obviously light it, then we wait for it to heat up. We get to pick it up, place it down. I'm gonna turn it to make it easy. But I gotta sit here and remove all the slag on it. All these little black pixels all need to go, just like that. Then we need to move all these extra pieces into these little green pixel slots. Just like that. And we remove the rest. Hold on, let me inspect it, make sure I'm not missing any. Seems like we're all good here. So let's finish it, and there we go. We officially have 1 ingot of iron. And right now we could turn that into a tool. However, I'm going to work on getting all these going as well. So the plan here is to get all 18 ingots ready, but I kind of doubt that we're going to be able to. Like I said, sometimes when you're trying to hammer these out, it doesn't always have the correct amount of iron, so we're not able to complete some of them. And that's why I really need a health hammer. But we're not quite there yet, and we're kind of waiting on a bunch of flax. That's one of the reasons why I've been trying to push for flax so much. Oh wow. Oh, there's a bowthorn. Let's get him. Sir, soon I'm gonna have an iron falx blade. Wait, no I'm not. I'm gonna have the short sword. It's gonna be even better. And I'll be able to slay you so much easier. Anyway, I'm gonna get to smithing all these, and we'll see how many we get at the end of this. So that being said, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm having a really weird bug right now. You can see that there's no ingot on this table, but there definitely is one in there. And when I place this down, it just goes invisible. It wasn't like that 2 seconds ago. But it shows up there, that's cool. I guess we gotta stick them on the shelves. So good thing I made some extra space here. But I figured I would show you that. I assume that's a bug with the new update. I'm not entirely sure to be honest, but I shouldn't have any sort of mods that affect it. I could be wrong, but I don't think I do. If you happen to see that on your game, don't panic like I did. It might just be invisible for some reason. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to this, and I'll be right back. Hey, so I finally ran into one. I was waiting for one to happen, and you can see here, we have like 11 done right here. Wait, that's 8, 10, 11, yeah. And this is my 12th, and we finally ran into this problem. Honestly, I don't even know what to do with that. I think I can just save it, and then later on I can have the Health Hammer finish it. I suppose if I get another one that doesn't work just like that one, I could combine the two, but I'm just gonna save it and let the Health Hammer deal with it. It's a lot easier that way, and I'm not hurting too bad for it. Later on, we are gonna grab a whole bunch more because we're able to make an iron pick. So we'll grab an iron pick, and then we'll go back to our iron vein over there, and we'll try to scoop up the rest. By the way, it's been extremely hectic in here. Look at that. Both doors has many. I'm sure there's some in the background. There's probably like bow torns, stuff like that. Shivers out there. Yep, I just saw a shiver. And yeah, things have been kind of crazy. Rift activity medium. And wouldn't you look at that, it's starting to get cold. So yeah, very soon it's going to start freezing again. And I think that's perfect because last time I think I did the archives during winter. Seems like we're going to do the same this time as well. But luckily, what I did find out is if you do it and it's cold outside, but you go into the archives and it's not that cold down there. At least it was that way on my other world. I can't promise the same thing this time, but that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Because then we only have to worry about the trip there. And I think the trip is going to be a lot quicker this time. Simply because it's a lot closer. And I think a lot of our trip is going to be on a boat. So we'll basically just be able to ride on over. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. Potentially, it could be so much worse because of the mountains that we have. And getting over those could be such a pain. And there's only one way to find out. We actually got to go there. But we'll do that later today. That is still my plan. First, I want to get our iron situated. Then I really want to get the beehive kiln up. And perhaps some armor or something. But that's going to require so much iron. I think I kind of had to go with the chainmail. I really want the bear armor, but I haven't even seen one, and it would probably kill me anyway, so the chainmail might be the best bet. Either way, I'm gonna get back to this. I'll deal with the rest of that later. I still got 5 of these to hammer out, so see you in a minute. And there we go. That is the last piece of iron, other than this one that we'll never finish. But yeah, we have a ton now, and I might as well just start taking it off and then throwing it back into here. I'll just throw 1 coal in there and then light it. Then they'll all get blazing hot. We're gonna start smithing out some tools. So I need a pickaxe, a shovel, an axe, a short blade, definitely a hammer. I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is make a hammer. A chisel would be amazing. A scythe would definitely be amazing. Wow, we're gonna burn through a lot of this iron. I also need to make 4 of these. Then some nails and strips. Either way, we're starting with the tools first. I'll worry about the rest later. First of all, let's get ourselves a hammer. That would be the biggest thing for me because this is gonna break at some point. And I want to be ready for it. And there we go. Can I place it on here? No. If I place it on the ground, is it going to disappear? Oh, I can't even do that. Okay, into the inventory you go. Let's grab another. And this one will be a pickaxe. So let's get that made. 1 last hit. And there we go. Let's grab another. Place. This one shall be an axe. There's 1 axe. Now let's go for a shovel. 1 shovel done. We need to make the short sword, so we're gonna do that next. Also, I just remembered we definitely need a pantograph. No way I could forget that. Honestly, getting steel just for the pantograph would be amazing. I burned through those like crazy. But there we go. We got a short sword. Let's grab another. Oh yeah, we need a knife. Yeah, we're gonna have to go collect some more iron. I'm gonna be at this all night, but it's gonna be so worth it. Okay, 1 knife. Oh, a shield would also be sick. Oh, and we need a saw. Oh my god, it keeps getting worse. And a wrench. By the way, what's the difference between an iron pantograph simple and the normal? That's what I'm wondering. Also, I should be able to look at the rods. And they do take 1 single iron ingot. So that's good to see. Anyway, let's get a chisel next. There's 1 chisel. And we're gonna do a pantograph. There we go. Let's grab another. Place it down. This one shall be a saw. There we go. Grab another. Place. Oh yeah, we're gonna need that scythe. 100%, so let's get a scythe up. I think I still need to replace all my beehives anyway, you know? So it's mandatory. There we go. Wow, my inventory's starting to fill up here. And we must continue. By the way, those iron hatch doors do take 4 ingots. We're gonna need 3 of them, so that's gonna take 12 on its own. Plus, we needed 4 of these. So that's another 4, so 16. Then I need to do 1 nails and strips, which is going to take 1 ingot. So 17, and we're absolutely not going to be able to do that now. The hoe honestly could be nice, and I would love to get some iron chains, but that's a bit out of my price range right now. Either way, I think I'm happy with what I've gotten, and I can just leave this be. We still have 7 left, So we're just gonna get that thrown on the shelf. And we're gonna have to go back and get some more. So yeah, I need about 10 more of these just to get the beehive kiln up. But this one's almost full. So if I can finish that and then get another one, we should be ready for the beehive kiln. So that being said, let's go to sleep. And I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. So real quick, let's put together this axe. There we go. And I'm gonna leave my old one behind. Look at us. We're officially in the Iron Age. And what I'm gonna do real quick is we're just gonna head over to the forest. That way I can cut down a couple of trees and get a whole set of tools. I mentioned it in the last video, but with the OneStick mod, every new tier of metal that we make gives us a better chance at getting sticks. So with the iron axe, we should be getting a decent bit more. And yeah, we got 13 sticks there and 7 logs. I think I was getting like a 1-to-1 ratio before. And I think we're practically 2xing it. And we should be getting a decent bit more now. We weren't so lucky on that one. I need to find myself a big oak tree. Hold on, we're gonna run into the forest. Here we go, this is a big tree. Let's see how much we get out of it. One big chop. And oh yeah. We're definitely getting a lot of wood and a lot of sticks. Oh no, that's a wolf. You sir, you can't have my sticks. Did you see how high he jumped? I should have made the new sword. Get back here. Come on, I can do it. We got him. I did put away my knife. I didn't think I was gonna need it. And we'll go ahead and make a new knife. Just for a single wolf. Get that together. And I would love some fat out of him. You sir, I need your fat. Yay, we actually got one. Very nice to see. Then we gotta pick up the rest of the wood. So yeah, we got 160 logs out of that one tree and basically 200 sticks. So that's a lot better than before. By the way, would you look at this catmint? That's a really cool flower right there. I'm gonna keep that in mind for when we start doing some base decoration on the outside, of course, which I think should also be today because I plan on getting the wall up. Then we're gonna do some basic outside decoration and try to make the place all nice. And I did find another tree, by the way, so we're gonna collect it. We're gonna need the wood for the wall anyway, and I'm tired of being out of sticks. So we'll just cut down another big tree. There's also another big oak one right behind it. So we might as well grab that. Maybe not actually, because my inventory is full. By the way, it seems like I just cut down a beehive. I shouldn't have those honeycombs on me. But, yeah, whatever. But there we go. 2.5 stacks of wood and about 3.5 stacks of sticks. By the way, you guys did say that there might be Terra Preta directly under this tree. Hold on. I don't think so, guys. Maybe it's under this right here. Yeah, definitely not. That would have been pretty cool, but unfortunately not the case, at least this time. Anyway, let's head back to the base. And we're back. Let's get all this sorted real quick, and we're gonna start to put together our tools. So let's get them all made, and here we go! We have all the tools pre-made, and hopefully we never have to go back to bronze. This is gonna be massive for us. And real quick, we're gonna go downstairs, grab some of the hides, and we're gonna get them oiled up. But we do have 11 pelts. So we're gonna start putting together the fur clothes. There is one fur coat. There's the boots. There's the gloves. I think that's a full set. And now I don't even have to worry about it for a little bit. So now I probably shouldn't be oiling them up. And we can start to work on some leather. I don't know, does that look better? Does 2 random hides in the middle of the basement look better? Actually, I think it might. Anyway, we're gonna grab my lantern again. We'll keep that on us. And we're gonna head back to where we got the iron. That way we can collect a whole bunch more, get that going, and start to work on our beehive kiln. I found a goat. I'm gonna try out my new sword on him. Yes! It worked! So that worked out pretty well. We also got some fat, very nice. Get rid of this. We got a single hide. Don't I need like 12 of those for a full bucket of leather? That's so much. It used to not seem like a lot, but now it certainly does. By the way, there's so much flint over here. I've been just scooping it all up, and there's just so many around me. Look at this. I'm already up to 21. And there's still more. I think I have a bunch back at the base. Ooh, copper. Okay, fine. I'll mark it down. I don't plan on using that for tools, but we're definitely going to be turning that into lanterns later. But yeah, I've been picking up the flint, and then we can turn that into some more fire clay. I think I already have a whole bunch at the base already. Even more copper. I don't think I need to mark that down. I marked one very close to it. Like, look how much there is. I'm coming out of this with like a full stack of flint. And we're going to need every single last one. Yeah, we got 46. And I completely walked past the iron just because I was picking up all the flint. Oh, and I see some in the wall. Well, I had to grab this as well. Oh yeah, this pickaxe is so good. I've missed it. I can't wait to get steel again. Okay, I think that was all the flint. We're up at 62 just from this small walk. But our iron mine should be about here. So let's go down. And I'm going to try to grab as much as I can. Should go a lot faster with the new pickaxe. And hopefully we can get enough for at least the beehive kiln. But also I'd like a shield and some extras for some tools later on. Even though this thing has better durability, it's going to be destroyed so quickly. So yeah, let me grab as much as I can and I'll be right back. So I could be wrong, but I think I got all the iron that was here. But we did get another full stack and an extra 12. That'll be plenty for us. So let's go back up and let's head back home. And we're back. Hey, so I'm really sorry, but I did it again. Luckily, I caught myself midway. But I got a bunch of bloomeries down. I'm starting to fill them with iron. And it's nighttime, so I'm trying to get this done very quickly. We have 5 here completely filled up with iron. And we have 76 extra. I can't believe I almost did that twice in one video. I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is with the iron bloomeries and me not recording. Anyway, we're lighting them right now. And we're going to have 5 entire bloomeries filled up. This is going to be so much iron. So weren't we getting like 6 each? So that'll be about 30 more ingots. We only needed 17 for the beehive kiln. And we already got 7. So yeah, we're going to have plenty extra for tools and anything else that we want. Also, we still have over a stack of fire clay bricks. I have 64 flint chunks already, plus 81 flint. And honestly, I might have some more laying around as well. And I wish I could get this all cooked up right now, but I definitely cannot. And we're gonna have to save this charcoal so I can actually do some smithing stuff in the morning. Otherwise, I would get this all cooked up right now. Tomorrow, we'll start up another charcoal pit and hopefully get a bunch more out of that. By the way, my inventory is so full. I think right now, every single large chest that I have upstairs is completely full. And yeah, this is getting kind of nuts. One of you did suggest that I go and make some sort of storage building. Because I said I didn't want to stack too many chests in here and make it look like a Minecraft chest room. So what I might end up doing is make some sort of chest area right here. Wait, no, that's my farm. I can't see, I'm sorry. Ooh, the carrots are done. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, we need a storage room. Perhaps I'll do it on the other side of that pit kiln. Because this is where I want my beehive kiln. And right over here is where I want to put my windmill. Either way, it's so nice and calm outside. It actually is Rift activity calm. It's like one of the first nights I've had where I could just walk around outside. But soon I need to start adding some more lights to this place. It looks so dead at night. At least the trader's doing good over there. His house is fine. Anyway, let's go to bed. And I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. How are we doing out here? So that'll be done in like an hour. And I'm just going to grab some of our extra wood. And we're going to fill up our charcoal pit over here. I've completely forgotten where it is. Isn't it like under here? I swear it was super close to our pit kiln. It could be like right here. No? Definitely not. Yeah, so I think I filled it up. So we're just going to dig another small hole here. And I don't even need to make this one too big. I'd say a 4x4 will do, okay? Last one got me so much charcoal, and we don't need to go too crazy with it. We'll be making a permanent one soon enough, once we start to work on the outside of our base even more, which I plan on doing very, very soon. So anyway, let's start filling this thing up. And there we go. By the way, look at our axe. We're already breaking it. This is why we need more iron. Anyway, let's get a fire pit on this. And it's officially a charcoal pit. Let's light. And now it's a lit charcoal pit. In about a day or two, we should have a ton of charcoal ready. And we should have enough for tonight. Our iron is done. So let's pick it all up. Oh god, it's hot. Okay, make sure to not equip any of it in my hand. Need to get my tongs. But we did get 30. That's enough for 30 ingots. And I'd say that we're ready to get smithing again. I'm not going to make you guys sit here through all the smithing again. I feel like I've already subjected you to enough today. But I'm going to turn all this into ingots. Then I'm going to start making all the stuff that's required for the beehive kiln. That's a whole bunch of trapdoors, some rods, some nails. And that is certainly going to take some time to smith all by hand. So I'm going to get to it, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So welcome back, everybody. I have been up to some work. Look at all that iron. I also went ahead and made us our rods. And in my inventory, we have 2 hatch doors. And I have 2 plates here to go ahead and make the 3rd one that we needed. Which if you're going to do, by the way, please make sure you make the plates It makes it so much easier. And I wouldn't recommend just stacking a whole bunch of ingots, because as you can see here, if you just stack 2 plates, you only have to move a couple voxels and then remove the edges. It just makes it so much more enjoyable. But there we go. By the way, something I noticed with the hatch doors. Most things that you put on the ground when they're hot, they stay hot on the ground. But a hatch door, if you place it, it removes the heat entirely. I pick it back up, and it just goes into my stack. So yeah, no need to worry about that. I also gotta make some nails and strips. Then we can officially get the beehive kiln up and going. Our ingot is heated. Let's drop it down. And we're just gonna do this 4 one. If I remember correctly, that makes it a lot easier so I don't have to stretch them and be as exact as I would have to be. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh dude, we barely had enough. Look at that. If I messed up like once, we wouldn't have been able to do it. But we have the nails. So let's pick up the rods. And we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a kiln door. We obviously have the hatch doors. Oh yeah, we're gonna need mortar. Okay, that's bad. Because we're gonna need some slaked lime, which means that we need quick lime. How did I forget? It's actually very believable that I forgot. It's pretty on brand. Okay, well, my inventory is kind of full here. So we're gonna throw the rest of this stuff down here. I'll remember to come back for it, I swear. It's still reasonably warm outside, by the way. So taking a trip is definitely an option that we can do. It is still calm outside. I'm sure that'll change tomorrow. Oh, look, the trees are growing. I was hoping that they'd be taller and the leaves would be up higher. They still have to grow, right? Or are they just completely grown? I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'll have to remove some of the bottom leaves. I was hoping most of the trees would be like that. However, the leaves on that are a bit ugly. Not from this side, though. This side looks fine. But yeah, soon a lot of this should be a whole bunch of trees. We should have a little mini forest over here. And I think it should make this place look a lot better. Either way, it's getting dark. So we're just going to eat up some food real quick. And we're just going to go to bed. And we're up. Oh, I left the door open. That could have been so bad. By the way, as I was sleeping, I noticed that a ton of the trees just grew. Yeah, I think it's looking better, kind of, right? Not so open and flat. And I'm going to wait for the sun to go up. And then we're going to take a trip over to the archives. I don't think we're going to be doing it right now. But we're going to go explore the path. See how easy it is to get there. And we're going to see if we can find some limestone. Or marble, that would work perfectly fine. But since everything's calm outside, I'm just going to sit on my swing until morning. And as soon as it is, we'll head out. Okay, the sun does seem to be up. I also went and made myself an oak raft. So if we do hit some water, we should be able to go over it. And that should make my life a lot easier. I'm also going to be picking up some stuff here and there if we see it. Like, obviously, more flint. If I find some blue clay, that could be cool too. Even more copper right here. But it would be cool to find some more plants. By that, I specifically mean flax. I think that they should be dying pretty soon as well. It is 37 out. I probably should have brought my fur clothes, but I don't plan on being out for that long, okay? We're just doing a quick 1 to 2 day adventure, so I should be relatively fine. Okay, this is a good sign, because I basically can't see any land out there. Well, actually I can, but it seems pretty far away. This might be actual ocean. So we're going to drop down our raft, hop on, and let's start boating. I'm stuck. Hold on. We just got to push it a bit. Come on, get in the water. You can do it. Okay, I'll just destroy the sand. There we go. Okay, now we can start to boat. I haven't had to do this in such a long time. Hopefully we can find the archives. And hopefully we can find some limestone or something. Alright, so it seems like I have to get off over here. There doesn't seem to be an end over there. So that might connect to an ocean. And it does look kind of flattish over there. So we're going to try to land over there. So if I'm correct, I think that's claystone right there. There isn't much for me to see, but yeah, that does seem like either claystone or sandstone. So a new building block has been unlocked. Imagine having a base on top of that little mountain right there. Having some cool like spiral staircase go around that little mountain. And I would definitely consider that. But I'm a little bit worried how it gets so foggy on top of mountains. And I don't want to live in the fog for the rest of the series. Which is the only reason why I'm not seriously considering that. But also, I do think that that's an island right there. And oh, would you look at that? Is that the coal mine? I feel like that's the coal mine. Like we have a quest to go there eventually. But I think we're supposed to do that after the Forlorn Towers. And that's a Better Ruins quest, by the way. If I'm correct, I don't think there was really anything worth it at this one. But it's cool to know it's there. So yeah, that does seem to be a little island, by the way. And the archives isn't even that far away. And honestly, this could have been an awesome base if it wasn't for that ruin right there. I mean, I potentially could still live there. And I would just have to get rid of it. But again, I don't really like to remove the ruins. Hold on, real quick. We're just gonna hop up there. I just wanted to make sure that that is, in fact, the ruin that I think it is. Oh man, this place is actually awesome. Okay, what ruin are you? This looks like the tower that's in the coal mine, but I'm not sure it's the actual coal mine. But that seems pretty familiar to me. So it might be, and maybe the coal mine can be different here and there. But mine had a lot of stuff on the outside. Either way, I don't even mind having to build next to this. It's not like that's gonna ruin it. And this place seems awesome. I love this little valley on the island. Then we have that big mountain next to us. And so much water around us, so we could always hop on a boat at any time. So yeah, I'm definitely considering this as our base location. I'm not looking to move now, so we have plenty of time to think about it. Also, I kind of lost my raft. I know it's around here, but okay, there it is. But yeah, we're gonna think about it. This is definitely one of the locations I'm gonna keep in mind. And if I don't find anything cooler, then we're gonna go with this place. But I would be very surprised if I didn't find other stuff that looked awesome and made me want to live there. By the way, what is that rock right there? It's kind of green, is it not? Am I crazy? There's a whole bunch of it. Is it that like peridotite? Well, we'll go check it out. We're also desperately looking for bauxite because we need that to make steel. The archives isn't even that far that way. So that could be another reason to live here, because the archives does reset like every month or so. Might even be week, I forgot. But if it's a short trip, then we could go farm that every once in a while and try to get some Jonas pieces, stuff like that. And that's something to consider. I think we're gonna get off on this land right here. Then check out that stone. And the sun does seem to be going down. So we're gonna have to make a bed and try to find somewhere to hold up for the night. Luckily, that should be simple. Also, isn't that chert? Oh, chert could be so cool. I was thinking about adding some red into my base this series, and I don't want bricks. Maybe we could do some bricks, but I was thinking something like chert. And here's some chert. But we're gonna get off right here. And we're just gonna collect some grass while we can. You don't need that much of it. Just enough to make a little bed. We got 25. We can make 3 of those haystacks, which turns into a bed. Okay, so we just gotta dig ourselves a little hole when the time comes. By the way, this is barren soil. I don't think I ever saw that on my other world. Got a nice cave here. And yep, that's pretty tight, alright. With some andesite. And there's also chert, of course. Oh god, that's a shiver. I'm gonna jump over his head. Just keep running. Keep running. I'm getting stuck up on things. He doesn't seem to be chasing me. We're alright. Ooh, some tin. Have I ever found tin orbits? I can't remember a single time that I have. I think they're pretty rare. And I am keeping an eye on the mountains, by the way. That's where we could find marble. I'm not sure how common it is with our generation mod, but I'd like to think that I could still find it on those sides of the mountains. All we would need is just a tiny bit. Anyway, the archives is up here, and it seems like we're gonna have to get through some water. But it is getting extremely dark out, so we're just gonna dig ourselves a little hole real quick. We can throw down the lantern, block off the entrance, and throw down a bed. So let's sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're up, but it is still quite early, so I'm gonna chill out in the hole until daylight appears. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay, I think we should be fine. Let's open it up, and yeah, there's enough sunlight to keep running. So let's continue exploring. Oh, I wish I brought my boat. I thought it was going to be land from here on out. But no, there seems like there's a decent bit of water out there. The archives is directly in front of me, so I think it's that mountain right there. Okay, how about I swim to there first? Then we'll probably swim on over to there because there seems to be flat land. Wait a minute, do you guys see that? Like for a second I thought that was snow, but that looks like white rock on that mountain. Also, what if that was borax? I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's not, but what if it was? Let's see. No, that's quartz. Okay, so that's the mountain I was just looking at. And I don't think that's marble, but that might be limestone. I really hope it is. We're going over there. Who cares about the archives when there's limestone? Wait, there's some right here. You shall tell me your secrets. What are you? That's chalk. Okay, this is also second best scenario. I know it can grind down into limestone. So it grinds into lime, so not limestone, but that's exactly what we need. Also, if I'm correct, isn't it an awesome building material? Either way, I'm gonna head over here. And the archives is right up there, which honestly could be a massive pain. And next time I have to come out this way, I'm definitely gonna make multiple boats. So we're at least gonna grab a stack while we're here. I don't need to go too crazy, and remember, I'm gonna be coming back this way. So we just need to grab enough to last me like a year or so, maybe even less. Just want my beehive kiln and enough for a little bit of leather. Okay, so I grabbed about a stack, and I have one singular chalk rock, which I'll just put back down. And yeah, I think that'll do for now. And that is 100% the archives right there. It'd be a lot of work to get up. We know how to get there very easily. It's just basically 2 little boat trips up to here. So we're actually going to turn back around now. I got chalk. I'm extremely happy. I want to survive and get this home. And we'll go home, make the beehive kiln, gear up for the archives, and then we can return. I also wonder if I could have just rowed around that. That would have been cool. We'll try that next time we come out here. Either way, I'm going to make another raft. Okay, so I actually just found some olivine. My boat's right here, and I was crossing this. Also, there is a ruin over there. Okay, well, we'll check that out in a second. But yeah, this is one of the things I need for something. I think that's for better refractory breaks. Either way, we're going to mark that down because that is huge for us. And it's getting a bit late. I wasn't really planning on any detours, but we're going to that ruin. If anything, I think it would be super cool to get some more torch holders. And it wasn't like we were going to make it to the house before nighttime anyway. So potentially we could just sleep over here. Ah, there's a wolf. Oh, there's a wolf puppy. Let's try to get away from them. I'm not trying to disturb them. Oh, I can see it. It looks like a little wizard tower from here. That might mean it's dangerous. Oh, it's like a church, isn't it? We'll get my little stabby stick out. Oh, and this is so cool. Look how they did that. I'm gonna have to take notes. It's also a cool window. It seems relatively safe. And do we have a blueprint? We do have a box with some candles. I will be taking that. A spider web, a lunula. I definitely butchered that word. There is a scroll, but that's lore. There's another aged book. We do have a torch holder here. So get rid of the grains. Pick that up. Oh, we discovered a tapestry. That was 15 out of 18. I guess it carried over from my last world. But there's another torch holder here. And of course it's a different one, so we're going to have to throw more grain on the ground. And there's a tower above me. But I don't see any way up. So we're just going to pillar our way up. We have a large book. Not too interesting. There's a lot of paintings here and stuff. I would love to grab it all. But right now my inventory is so full. And I need more of this at my house. I plan on doing some pottery and stuff. There is one more thing above me. Was I able to get up here somehow legitly? I do not believe so. Okay, we're up. Got another chest with another Jonas piece. My inventory's so full. Okay, we'll get rid of the dirt. There's a large crate with nothing. This has a clutch, a ruined lantern. That's an actual chest we can get in. Has some like paper, some rots. And of course we do have another scroll. I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much, but I'm not even going to pretend to care about the scrolls. But last time I just collected them all and then used them. But I do plan on doing a bunch of decoration, so maybe I'll regret that. But as of right now, I got more important stuff in my inventory than the scroll. That will clog up my inventory back at the base. But we're up again, and we still got some time. So I'm just going to chill out here until morning. Dang, it looks so cool from up here. We need a tower like this. Oh, don't fall. Anyway, I'm just going to hang out here until we can leave. Okay, so it's morning. Let's drop down and we're gonna get out of here. Okay, so this time we're actually heading to the boat. No interruptions. Okay, so we made it back and now we're gonna head back home. So I'll see you there. Okay, so we made it back to land. This is where we embarked on this journey. I was looking at the map, by the way. Look at this. I definitely could have just rode around here and then up into the archives. So the next time that we go over there, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We don't even need multiple boats. And also what's really cool is that we have one boat ride between me and some chalk, which is actually kind of massive. The boat wasn't as quick as I remembered, but the plan is to get an actual sailboat eventually. That is another reason why we need a ton of flax. And we're working on it. But anyway, I'm just going to head back to the base real quick. We're practically there. And we're back. You can't see my house because of the trees, but it's there. I can barely see the roof. The plan is to eventually get enough trees to completely span out this entire area and not make it just look like one tiny little forest. But we're back. And oh yeah, it already looks so different when we're here with the trees. And some of them are getting taller, I swear. This one's going to be a pain. We'll get rid of some of the leaves. I don't want to have to walk through them every time we come through here. And we're going to have to get rid of some of these as well. Luckily, the axe makes it easy enough to do, and we should get it off the well. Yeah, I think that this is starting to look a little bit nicer. I think it's going to be cool with the awesome walls around it and a couple more buildings. Wow, those trees. Maybe a little bit off the porch as well. But yeah, anyway, we're back. So yeah, all we got to do is we got to crush it. Then I got to cook it. Then mix it with water to make slaked lime. And then we mix it with sand to get mortar. So there's actually quite a bit of steps. Anyway, I'm going to get this all grinded. It's going to take a couple of minutes. Then I'm going to get it cooking and get it ready to be made into mortar. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I believe we're ready. And I have 61 quicklime. If I'm correct, I think I only need about 50 for one barrel. So I put it in and maybe seal. Hold on, I think I did it wrong. Okay, so it's 1 to 4. Okay, so let's get 40 then. And put in seal. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, so I just exited the barrel and then it did its thing. So there we go, 40 liters of slaked lime. And now all we gotta do is a 1-to-1 ratio of sand. Then we get a ton of mortar. Now I know there's some over there by my old farm. However, I don't want to rip that up. So we're gonna head back to the shoreline over here. And hopefully there's a bunch of sand over there where I don't care about ripping it up and making the place all ugly. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, look, a raccoon. I'm sorry, I need the fat. Do you give fat? Well, this one didn't. And his bones hurt me. He got his revenge in the end. So now that we have a bunch of lime, I really need to start hunting a ton of animals. That way we can start to make some leather. Again, I'm still really gunning for the bear armor. Even though I still have yet to see a bear. I think we're like 35 hours in this world. My other world, I would have seen like 7 bears by now. But I still have hope to do it. And that's why I'm not really gunning for leather armor. However, some leather backpacks would be awesome. Wow, there's no sand here? Is there any sand at all? I don't see any sand. Okay, that's not good. I know there was a sand biome behind my base. I probably should have just went to that because there was like a desert. But yeah, doesn't seem like I'm getting sand out here. That might be one downside of the Conquest landform mod, although I think we can get around it. Also, I have yet to do it, but I 100% plan on getting the quarry mod. And that will let me get a ton of sand. I just didn't want to do it yet. And I didn't have any need for it at the second, so I don't have it. But yeah, we're definitely going to grab that later. See, there is sand around this place, but I don't want to rip that up. It's so close to the base. Another raccoon! Come here, buddy. You might have fat. Let's see. And no fat. See, I know that we don't need to oil up the hides anymore, but we do need fat to start getting a windmill up. And I was hoping to do that sometime soon. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it this year or in the spring of next year, but that's the plan. Oh yeah, my crops are probably done. Yes, the carrots are done. The flax is about to be done. The rye is about to be done. Onions about to be done. Yeah, so everything's about to be harvested. And I'll come back for the carrots tomorrow. They're all probably going to be like heat stunted or affected by cold by the time I get back. But I hope not. And I want to get that sand before tonight. That way we can get this beehive kiln up at least tomorrow. And if we do, we'll be so set. Okay, I do believe that this is the sand biome. And that's gravel. No, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, so I think that this is all gravel. Is there any water nearby? Well, there's some over this way. Perhaps there'll be some sand by the water that I can rip up. Hold on, let's look at it from here. Nope, that looks like grass, doesn't it? Wait, is that sand? I think that's sand. I was so close to heading back to my base and ripping up all the sand by that lake. But there seems to be plenty here, so let's grab a whole bunch. I think we need about 40 if I'm correct. So that's not all that bad. And we can quickly get all that. So that's 56. There was some flint over here. I want it. Since we have charcoal again, I can cook more flint. We have so much back at the base, like over 100. Plus, I have a bunch of flint chunks already cooked. Yeah, there's another 11 flint. Plus, there's so much over here. I swear, if you ever need flint, come to this biome. You'll find so much. There's like 15 sitting next to each other over here. And now I'm up to 23. Anyway, I'm gonna stop collecting flint. I need to head back to the base so we can get that going. It's gonna become dark soon anyway. But I'll collect flint on the way back, that's for sure. Oh, I'm starving. I have 1 berry on me. Let's eat it. And I need to find berries on the way back. Either way, we're back. We have the sand. And we're just gonna go downstairs real quick and get some bread. See, I knew it wouldn't last that long. Remember I had like 5 stacks or something there? There's only a couple left. We're gonna have to make some more bread soon. But here's our slaked lime. If I'm correct, we should only need 40 sand, so let's drop it in. And there's 320 mortar. So now I can finally make fire brick blocks. So I have everything here. We can just go ahead and start putting those blocks together. There's 56, which is actually very close to what we need, but not quite. So we have 64 calcified flint chunks, and we're gonna have to go and grind it all up. That way we can make a bit more fire clay. We just need enough for the gratings and stuff. Actually, I'm gonna do that at night. But real quick, while we still can, we're gonna go ahead and just get all the carrots. I don't want them to get damaged to heat or anything, so we're just gonna pick them all up real quick. And there we go, 66 more carrot seeds. So many more carrots. Oh, our soybeans are done. Okay, let's collect those as well. Those are very important to me. My inventory's full. The torches, they must go. Wait, I can put that in my offhand. And we'll collect the rest later. But yeah, that was a pretty good harvest. I also got 7 soybean seeds again. I'm pretty sure that's what I started with. As long as I keep getting the same amount and not losing them, I'll be happy. So let's drop the seeds in there. Then a whole bunch of our veggies in there, but I also got to start putting them in this one. And yeah, I definitely think that we're going to be set for this winter. We have so much food. A whole ton pre-made already as well. And I'm not all that worried. But anyway, I'm going to get a ton of this flint cooking. We have 2 fires here with 80 something each. So later on when we need it, we'll definitely have it. And while that's going, I'm going to sit here and just quern up all the rest of this. And we should finally be ready to set up the beehive kiln. So see you then. Okay, so it seems like the sun is coming up. And we have a ton of flint to work with. So we can make a bunch of fire clay. And yeah, I'm actually going to need more clay if I want to get it all going. However, we don't even need to do that. We're just trying to make some grates. I think I need like 6 total. And I did it wrong. Oh yeah, we got a pit kiln it. I completely forgot about that. So we're going to go ahead and just make a ton of bricks. 32 honestly should be enough. You know, I'll use the rest of this 88 as well. So now we got 54. I'm going to leave this just because I want to make some more of these clay ovens. That would make making bread so much quicker. But we can go get these down. Dude, this place feels so much cooler with the trees, I'm telling you. I shall never deforest my land again, I swear. I'm gonna do it. I have to. But there we go. Let's throw some grass in. Let's throw some sticks in. Then some firewood. And let's get it lit. And that should be good. Hopefully that doesn't catch anything on fire. There is a bit of wood here. However, you can see on the very top, it does say it's granite cobblestone. Because I chiseled the wood onto the stone, it shouldn't count as wood, which means it shouldn't catch on fire. And I think the roof is high enough, so I don't have to worry about that either. But the trees, yeah. These leaves could definitely catch on fire. I think we should be good now. Maybe I'll get rid of some of those as well. And I think that was the only thing I had to worry about. Yeah, if this catches on fire, it could be really bad news because it could definitely spread up to this. Definitely the well is going to be destroyed. Possibly a ton of my fences over here. All my cattails. My bee farm, which I still need to replace. Yeah, so I hope that doesn't happen. Either way, I do think that my beehive kiln is going to be right about here. Although I was kind of thinking it could be cool to have it back here. My personal lantern is here, by the way. So there's a bit of light, and it could be cool to have it like right here-ish. And yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, actually. Okay, so I think that we have plenty of room. Maybe I'll extend this out a tiny bit. But I don't want to have to hop up into it. I just want the door to be lined up with this. So I think that should work out just fine. We can throw one of these down, then the door, and if I control click it, we get this little box here, which tells me exactly where to put everything. So let's start filling it up. There we go. I do believe I've placed down all the right bricks. We gotta throw down the hatch doors on each of these open spots. Just like that. Then when we can, we get to make some grating for this, and it should basically be done. However, we do need to dig out a tiny bit. This is where the firewood is going to be at this level. For now, we can just leave it as dirt, but that will be changed very soon. We're going to have some stairs that lead down to this little spot right here so we can place all the firewood and then get it lit. And eventually, I'm going to replace most of this with some sort of brick. And I do believe that I'm allowed to chisel this, so I do think that would be a lot of fun. However, it will break over time. That's why I'm a little bit worried about chiseling it, because I'm going to have to replace it. And it's not like I can come up and repair it. I wish that was a thing. Maybe I come over with some mortar and a hammer and I start whacking it and repair it. But yeah, not a thing. So if I do end up doing some chiseling to this, then I think I want to add some blocks on the outside, and then we can chisel that and it won't break. But also that might mean that there's some blocks on this that I can't get to repair later on or replace. So that's not great. I'll have to think of something. Either way, I got some granite. We're just going to be replacing the stuff down here with granite. That way no grass grows and stuff, and don't want anything to get in the way. And it certainly can't be flammable. So let's get this down. And I think I made the place look a decent bit nicer. So we have this path that leads around it. We can still access this just fine. And there's no dirt down here, so we're not going to have to be fighting grass. Oh yeah, we do need one more right there. Hopefully this should just work out. And it doesn't look too bad. And it's also off to the side. We will be planting some more trees. I think it would be cool to get one like right here. And then some in the back around it as well. But there is already trees here. And it seems like they're going to be done pretty soon. We're also going to have to add some sort of light here. And a torch holder down here would be amazing, because we're going to have to consistently light it. And since that's over there, I think that means I'm going to set up some permanent charcoal pit over here. I think that would be a pretty decent spot for it. And I want to make it a lot nicer than this. And I certainly want to make it a lot nicer than the last one that we had. Give it a nice appearance. Make it look like it's a part of this place. And we're probably going to be doing that tomorrow. But real quick, I'm going to go ahead and find all my seeds. For trees anyway. I should have some laying around. So yeah, we got about 71 seeds total. Plus I got a sapling that I had to remove earlier. And we're going to go ahead and just place a whole bunch. I definitely want another one for right here. I think that would be awesome. We have a bunch around this. But I think one like right here. I'm trying to fill in the area a bit. And yeah, while I'm waiting for the sun to go down, I'm going to be placing a whole bunch of these. I think it would be amazing to get like a big thick forest around this. And not make it this tiny patch of trees. And that's kind of my plan for this whole map over here. You can see this is all that we have. And I'm looking to at least get like this much, you know? I know that's a big ask, but it would be so cool. I basically want like a secret little village inside of this forest. And I think it's doable. As long as I keep up with the seeds. So anyway, I'm just going to be planting trees and I'm going to go to bed. And in the morning, we should be able to finish the beehive kiln. So that being said, I'll see you then. Okay, they seem to be done. Anyway, we're going to pick up the fire bricks, which is more than we actually need. So there's 6 grates. I think we might need 9. Either way, we can make whatever we need. And here, I believe all needs to be grates. So yeah, I think that we need 9. Either way, that is easy to fix. Let's drop them down, and it should be done. And ideally, we should be able to use it. Yeah, there's a million portals around me right now. Current rift activity is medium. Our flax is so close to being done, but I shall just give it more time. I'll let it all finish. And this is definitely our last harvest of the season. But anyway, we're going to get a whole bunch of clay real quick, because I plan on doing some pottery. I do believe I can make some cool colors. I haven't seen any blue clay yet, but we should be able to get some colored vases and stuff with some red clay. So that's what we're going to try. So let's collect a whole bunch, and that should do, about 3 stacks. So let's go back into the base. And honestly, downstairs seems like my best working area. It's not so cluttered down here. So we're going to be doing our vase work down here. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to make a ton of crocks. Some more cooking pots would be nice. Some extra crucibles would definitely be nice. And I want to get some flower pots as well. That's what we're going to start off with. And we're going to try out some different colors as well, because I'm pretty sure it should just work like the bricks, and we should be able to just change the color as we want. Hopefully red clay can get us some cool colors. We'll have to do multiple tests just to try them all out. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to do a whole bunch of pottery right now, and I'll be right back once we start to test them. And welcome back. So as you can see here, I went a bit overkill, but we have so much pottery to work with. The reason why we have so much is because I figured we would do 1 batch for each color, because the beehive kiln can do 4 different colors. So we have 4 flower pots, 4 cooking pots, 4 crocks, 1 vessel, 1 crucible, and 1 planter for every single cycle that we're going to try. And hopefully by the end of it, we'll be able to test out the colors, see which ones that fit with our base, and have a little bit of extra pottery to work with. Like, I don't even need the vessels, but I'll find some sort of use for them. So anyway, guys, I am gonna call it here. That'll be the plan for tomorrow. I didn't realize how late we were running, but we're gonna have to put this off for tomorrow. And we'll also do the archives and hopefully get the wall up. And not even to mention that we're gonna officially be in winter next video. So that'll be fun to navigate. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.